Well, good day, subscribers. Hope you guys are having a great day out there. As always, today I'm going to fully disclose a stock market account I have that has $265,000 in it. I'm going to show you what stocks I own. I'm going to show you the cost basis. I'm going to show you how many shares I have. I'm going to show you everything across the board, okay? As of right now, I got the account all redded out. But during the course of this video, I will fully disclose every single position in that account, guys. So I hope you enjoy this. Hope you get a lot of value out of it. I think it's important to kind of see like how I run an account, just like what type of money I have in different stocks. Am I diversified? We're going to kind of answer all those questions in today's video. And it's been a little while since I did one of these videos, so I thought I would go ahead and do it. Now, this particular account is available in my private stock market membership group, where I fully disclose every single move I make in this account, whether I place a buy order, sell order. I literally post that same day, usually within a few hours, screenshots and everything. Hey guys, I sold out of this stock, or I sold some shares here, or I went ahead and deposited some money. I went ahead and bought this stock. Everything's fully disclosed, screenshots and everything. And there are kind of like three different reasons why I went ahead and like made this account in my private stock market membership group. Three main reasons. One is it's like full disclosure, where like when I say things like you should average down on positions when you own a great stock or something like that, right? It's kind of important, like if I'm in that position, that I go ahead and do it. And it's kind of important for the group members to see, like, does he really do what he says? Is he actually diversified, or has he got all his money in a couple stocks or something like that? So I think it's important just to kind of like see that I'm actually like practicing what I preach. And I don't honestly think there's anybody in the world that's doing the type of things I'm doing in that private group, where I'm literally fully disclosing every single move I make with screenshots. Like, I don't really know if anybody else that does that type of disclosure. Like, it's pretty crazy, okay? The second reason I do that is I think it's important just to like see like how I run an account, how I build up an account. This account we've had for maybe about a year and a half now, roughly, and I think it's important for everybody to see, okay, you deposit this much money, oh, he goes ahead and he puts that money toward this position, why not in this position? People can ask me questions in the Discord. I think it's important just to kind of see that. And the third reason is, and this is kind of the hidden reason, I've never actually disclosed this ever, but just in case, down the road, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I ever want to start a hedge fund or start a big investment fund of some kind, I will have a track record in that account that is pretty much unparalleled versus anybody else, because literally, imagine 5 years from now or 10 years from now, every single move I ever made is fully disclosed in there with screenshots. And I don't think there's another investment fund in the world that they can literally show you every single move they've ever made in that account. And you can say, hey, how did you handle the market in 2021 when it got crazy during that time period? I don't think there's really any fund in the world that will literally break it down, and you'll be able to like literally see for yourself every single move that was ever made in the course of like years and years. So just in case I ever want to go that route of actually investing other people's money, and I actually want to get my licenses to do all those sorts of things, like just in case I want to go that route, it's available for me. It's long-term thinking. Not a lot of people think about it. So anyways, I hope you enjoy this. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Let's start getting into this, okay? First position up here is Alibaba. Alibaba is obviously a Chinese e-commerce giant. I mean, they have other businesses outside of e-commerce, but you know, they're known for e-commerce at the end of the day. This stock's around 167 bucks right now. We're up about $1,200 on this position as of right now. We're up about 5.5%. Current value on this one is $23,440. We own 140 shares, and our cost basis on this one is $158.66. One of the few like Chinese related stocks I feel comfortable having a considerable amount of money in, okay? Like Alibaba, I just love that business model. Regardless of what happens in the trade war and tariffs and blah, 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 Alibaba is a company that will just thrive into the future. I think they'll be one of the biggest tech companies in the world. I mean, they already are one of the biggest tech companies in the world, but they're not really like respected like a Google or an Apple or a Microsoft or an Amazon or something like that yet. I think over the course of the next 3 to 5 years, I think they'll be respected with those same type of companies, and I think eventually the valuation will get to where some of those companies are at. Right now, they're kind of disrespected because it's a Chinese company, okay? So that's the first one up there. Second position up is Cirrus Logic, which is an audio chip supplier. Apple's one of their biggest customers. And then unfortunately, Huawei was one of their up-and-coming customers, but obviously with the Huawei situation, that's hurt their business in the short term. And on this one, we're up about $1,566 on, just over 4%. 0.2%. Gainer there was Cirrus Logic. Current value on this one is $37,798. We own a little under 1,000 shares, 915 shares, and cost basis on this one is $39.60. I kind of always wanted to get cost basis on that one under $40, and we were able to achieve it. And then I just kind of like felt like comfortable at that point in time, kind of in my Cirrus Logic position. Okay, this next one, oh gosh, I love this stock. I absolutely love this next stock. Okay, it is Elf Beauty. Elf Beauty's up to $13.15 a share now. We're up just under $16,000 on this position. We are up 67.91% on this position. Keep in mind, this is a position we've only had for maybe, I don't know, 4 months or 5 months. It's been a pretty short amount of time. It's not like we've been holding the stock for years and years waiting for gains. Like, these gains have come pretty quick. Current value on this one is $39,450. We own 3,000 shares as of right now, and our cost basis is $7.83. And that one is absolutely smashing. And the best thing maybe about ELF is we've already taken some profits on this stock, okay? We sold out of 475 shares a little while back and booked over $1,000 profit on this one. So, I mean, it's still up huge. We already booked $1,000 profit. And, at some point in time, I'll have to start thinking maybe I'll sell it. As of right now, I still feel comfortable holding it. But my goodness, guys, with those type of gains, it does make me start to think maybe it might be time to start thinking at least about partially selling out of this position a little more, maybe 1,000 shares, booking some more profits, and then just playing with kind of house money at that point in time, guys. So we'll have to see what happens there, all right? Next one up here is the biggest position in the account, which is ticker symbol FB Facebook, okay? This one's about $191 a share. As of right now, we're up over $14,000 on this position. We're up just about almost 25% on the position as of right now. Our current value on this position is over $71,000. We have 371 shares in it. And our cost basis on this one is $153.35. I started getting in the stock when there was all the negativity around Facebook, and there was just like, oh my gosh, like so much negativity around Facebook. Some of that negativity they absolutely deserved, and some was just overblown in the media, and needless to say, it was just kind of like a pile on Facebook stock. I saw a big opportunity there in being able to like build my biggest position as a company that I felt had very little downside, but actually big upside over future years. And I think, as far as that position, I have no plans to sell that anytime soon. Like, I could see myself holding that position, regardless of how much it goes up. I could see myself holding that for years and years to come in the future, guys. So absolutely love that one. Limited downside, huge upside potential still in Facebook stock, all right? Next one up here is a company with ticker symbol Fizz. One of my favorite ticker symbols out there, okay? That's an awesome one, all right? National Beverage Company. This one's just under $44 a share, and we're up about 0.69%, so pretty much break even on the stock. This is one of our newest positions we've added, meaning like we bought this within the past month. And our current value on this one, $6,810. We own 155 shares in this stock. Our cost basis on this one is $43.64. Now, I could definitely see that one being a potential big position, something we have $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 in down the road. We'll have to see what happens with the stock price. If the stock price went lower, then absolutely we could get that position built up. But if the stock price went up a ton here in the short term, then we might not get the position built. So we'll just have to kind of, see what happens with that one, okay? Next stock up here is At Home Group, okay? Ticker symbol HOME, which they are a retailer. They sell a lot of different furniture products, like pretty much anything you can imagine, like home-related decorations, things like that. That's what this company sells. The current price on this stock is $7.52. We're down about 3% on the position. Once again, it's one of those newest positions. We've added it within the past month. And I would like to ultimately add this one to maybe I can't build this one into a huge position, but I can definitely add it to like a 5-figure position. Current value on this one, $6,600. We own 890 shares as of right now, and cost basis on this one is $7.76. Once again, that's a name that I really like. Don't like their balance sheet that much, which is why I can't make that into a really massive position. But, a $15,000 position, $20,000 position, I would definitely feel comfortable having that type of position in that stock, okay? If it had a better balance sheet, I could make that one into a massive position. I believe a lot in that business model long term, okay? Next one up here is Nvidia Corporation. Nvidia stock stock price right now is just under $152 a share. We're up 2.65% on this position, but it's such a small position, it doesn't add up to much. $62 in gains. Current value of this one's $2,431. This is the smallest position I believe we have in the account in total. We have 16 shares in the stock and a cost basis on this one of $148.04 on that one. Nvidia, I'm kind of like still on the fence on if I want to build that into a big position, or, you know, if maybe I just want to sell out and put that money somewhere else. I'm still on the fence on that one. So we'll have to see over the coming months kind of where I go with that position, okay? Next one up here, very big position. I think this is the second biggest position in this account, and that is Skyworks Solutions, okay? They make a ton of connectivity chips that go in smartphones and a ton of different devices out there. They got a huge potential to be a big player in 5G. Ticker symbol on this one is SWKS. The stock is around $75 a share as of right now. We're down about 1.1% on this position, down just under $500 on this position. We have about $43,500 in the stock. We own about 580 shares. Cost based on this one, $75.88. Skyworks is another one of those stocks that's been caught up in all the negativity around tariffs and then the Huawei situation. They got about, I think it was around 13% of their business, their revenues and whatnot came from Huawei. So that was kind of a big deal when Huawei basically overnight became a non-existent customer. When it was a customer that got about, or essentially, Skyworks got about 13% of their revenues from Huawei. So it was kind of a big deal. But over time, like as far as my investment thesis in that stock, it's mainly for the 5G potential in front of that stock and kind of like multi-year growth they can have going forward. So it wasn't because like Huawei's a customer of theirs. And we'll have to see what happens with Huawei long term. But the other thing is about the Huawei situation that I try to explain to people is now that Huawei's banned and all those sorts of things, okay, if somebody's going to go buy a new smartphone, they'll probably just buy a Samsung or they'll buy some other type of Android product, and Skyworks Solutions probably is in those devices as well. You look at the teardowns of the most popular devices out there, and Skyworks Solutions usually is a big chip supplier to almost every single device out there, guys, when it comes to smartphones. So we'll have to see what happens with that one long term. I love that stock. I bought it heavy over the past, 6 to 9 months. I might add more shares in the future, but it would have to go quite a bit lower from here, at least 5% lower or so, okay? Next one up here, you guys love this one, and that is good old Tesla Corporation, okay? Ticker symbol TSLA. We're down in this position just about 3%, about $863 we're down in this position. Our current value on this one's $29,472. We have 133 shares of Tesla right now. In this particular account, I would feel comfortable getting it up to about 150 shares in this particular account. We have a cost basis of $228.09 on this stock as of right now. Tesla, we're gonna have to see what happens with. They got a huge next few years in front of that company. I mean, with obviously the Shanghai Gigafactory opening in a few months, then you have Model Y ramping next year, then you have probably the truck ramping the following year. Like there's a lot going on at that company over the next few years. I think we're gonna do great in that position. We'll have to see, but I feel very comfortable having that position. I feel very comfortable adding a few more shares in this particular account, okay? And the last position in this account, and then we'll talk about how much we're up or down in the account in total, and we'll talk about a little bit about diversity of the account, and that is Wynn Resorts, otherwise known as Winning Resorts, ticker symbol WYNN. This stock's about $121 a share as of right now. We're up about 5.6% on the position, up about $278. Current value on this one is $5,231. We have 43 shares of the stock, and our cost base on this one's about $115.19. That's another stock I would love to build into a bigger position. I would like to make it into a 5-figure plus position, but really I want the stock to go lower. It's already up 5.5%. We just started buying that one very recently, so I would love that stock to kind of go lower. In the short term, hopefully some bad like Macau numbers come out, it sends the stock lower, and we can build that into I would like to build it into a $20,000 or $30,000 position in this particular account, okay? Now, in terms of the account in total, it's a really rough day for us. We're down $105. Oh my goodness, guys. I might be eating ramen noodles this weekend. Okay. As far as the total gain loss on this account, we're up about $31,707, up about 13.5% on these positions we hold right now. And once again, we got a little over pretty close to $266,000 in this account in total. Now, in terms of diversity of the account, if we look at this account, one of the things I love most about it is I feel very, very diversified in this account, okay? So we obviously have a tech giant out of China, okay? We say e-commerce player, player, whatever you want to call it. Their cloud business is going to be huge. In future years, that's a position of ours. We obviously have an audio chip supplier in Cirrus Logic. We have Elf Beauty, which is a cosmetics company. We have Facebook. Let's just call it a tech giant. I hate when, people just call Facebook a social media company. Like, really, they're a tech giant. At the end of the day, they should be respected the same as like a Google or an Apple or an Amazon or something like that, okay? Fizz is obviously a drink maker. Then we have At Home, which is a retailer. We have Nvidia, which is a GPU company. We have Skyworks Solutions, which is really a play on 5G. And that's my only direct play on 5G I hold right now. Then we have Tesla, which is obviously a play on electric cars. And you can say maybe even more than that, but obviously the focus right now for Tesla is electric cars. And it's just a company with huge opportunities in front of itself over the next 3, 5, 7 years. And then we own Wynn Resorts, which is a casino. So if we just kind of look at that account in general, I would say it's a very diversified account, a lot of different companies from a lot of different industries. And that's kind of where I want an account like that is that size. When we're talking about these bigger amounts of money, account like that, $265,000, I want, to be in at least like 8 to 10 stocks and have my money diversified around a lot of different stocks, because there's always going to be at least 1 or 2 stocks in the short term that's kind of dipping, and I could go ahead and maybe, sell some profits in some of the other stocks, go and reinvest that money in some of those other stocks and things like that. And it just makes me kind of sleep well at night when you kind of have a diversified account like that, guys. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. The Becoming Master of Stock Market course is still on sale. It's the month of June. If you're watching this, it's still on sale. It's linked down there in the description. In July, that's going to go off sale. So if it is a course you're interested in knowing exactly what I look for when picking stocks, definitely go ahead and check out that. If you want to join my private stock market membership group, that should be linked in the description as well. All right. Thank you for watching and have a great day.